Good day, students! Before we begin, let us have first the moment of silence with a prayer. Everybody stand up, and Clifford James, can you lead us the prayer? Okay, before you sit down, kindly pick up the pieces of papers under your chairs. Thank you. You may now sit down. How are you, students? Are you feeling good? Okay, that's good to hear. Now, welcome to our math class. I am Miss Sheila Sango, your math teacher. Let me read to you our class agreement. First, you need to be on time. Second, pay attention and participate actively. Third, raise your right hand when you're going to speak. And lastly, keep your classroom clean and tidy. Now, before we proceed to our main topic, let us have first the review. Who can still remember our past lesson? Anyone? Yes, Clifford. Very good. So our past lesson was all about odd and even numbers. Who can give me examples of odd numbers? Mary Grace? Yes, very good. So when we say odd numbers, it is the numbers starts with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. How about even numbers? Anyone? Yes, Ray Karil. Very good. So even numbers like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Thank you for that, students. Now, our topic for today was all about determining the missing terms in a sequence of numbers. Before we formally start, let us have first an activity. Let us explore and discover. So, the activity is called Guess the Missing Terms. Are you familiar with this game, class? Okay, very good. So, who can read the numbers here? Yes, Clifford. Good. So, we have here 7, 10, blank, 16, blank. So, all you need to do is to guess what are the missing terms for this sequence of numbers. So, who has an idea? Who can guess the missing terms for this one? Any volunteer? Yes, Ray Karil. Very good. So according to Ray Karil, the missing terms for this, that after 10, the right answer is 13. And after 16, the right answer is 19. And that's correct. Why do you say so? Yes. So later on, we will know how pattern happened to this. So our objectives for today's lesson is first, identify the pattern in a given sequence of numbers. Next, complete the missing terms in a sequence of numbers. And lastly, write the terms in a given sequence of numbers. Way back in your grade 3 students, you have learned about skip counting. Am I right? Yes. So your knowledge and skills you acquired will help you to determine easily the patterns in a number sequence. To skip count, keep adding the same number to each time to the previous number, just like skip count by 5. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, and so on. So that is skip counting. Now, let me introduce to you the definition of patterns. Do you have any idea about this, class? Yes, very good, Rain. When we say pattern class, refers to the use of procedure or rule that can be followed, and it is useful in determining or predicting what came before and what might come after. After a set of elements, and these set of elements are usually numbers that are in order. So, the list of numbers that are arranged in a row is called number sequence. And the elements in numbers are called terms. So when terms are in order, it means, class, that it follows an arrangement that can be descending, ascending, alternating, or more. Now, let me introduce to you about the different sets of numbers. Everybody read. Okay, thank you so much. So we have here even numbers are numbers that can be divided exactly by 2. And the last digit for even numbers can only be 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Number 2, please read everyone. Okay, thank you. For number 2, odd numbers are numbers that cannot be divided exactly by 2. So the last digit of odd numbers can only be 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. Next one, we have a multiple of a given whole numbers is a number resulting from multiplying the given whole numbers to the another whole numbers. For the next one, can you read it, Kathy? Thank you. For the fourth one, factors of a given number are numbers that can be divided it without remainder. And the next one, we have prime numbers. Are you familiar with this, class? About prime numbers? Okay, very good. Prime numbers, class, are numbers that have only 2 factors, 1 and itself. Lastly, we have composite numbers, are numbers that have more than 2 factors. So those are the different sets of numbers that can help you, class, in determining the pattern in a number sequence. Let's go back to the given number sequence. Earlier, you have said, class, that the appropriate terms for this one is 13 and 19, and you are all correct. So based on the given sequence, it follows an increasing order, and the consecutive terms for 7 and 10 have the difference of 3. So we come up to the answer of 13 and 19. Since we have the difference of 3, 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. 10 plus 3 is equal to 13. 13 plus 3 is equivalent to 16, and 16 plus 3 is equal to 19. So we come up for the answer of 13 and 19. So each term, class, is formed by adding 3 to the preceding terms. Is it clear, class? Okay, very good. Now, let's apply what you have learned. Let's try this following activity. So find the missing terms. For number 1, who can answer? Yes, Ray Karil? Very good. Ray Karil is correct. The appropriate terms for this one is 21 and 13 because the difference is 8. Each term is formed by subtracting 8 to the preceding term. So we have 45 minus 8 is equivalent to 37. 37 minus 8 is equal to 29. So 29 minus 8 is equivalent to 21. And 21 minus 8 is equivalent to 13. And 13 minus 8 is equivalent to 5. So let's check your answer. Okay. Based on this, the appropriate terms for this one is 21 and 13. For number 2, any volunteer? Yes, Erica? Okay, very good. So the missing terms for this one is 18 and 36 because we have the difference of 2. Now, let's check your answer. So, 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. And 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. And 12 plus 6 is equal to 18. And 18 plus 8 is equal to 26. And 26 plus 10 is equal to 36. So therefore, the assumption satisfies the whole sequence. So the missing terms are 18 and 36. So for number 3, any volunteer? Yes, Carly James. Okay, very good. So the missing terms for number 3 is 31 and 63. Now, let's check your answer. So the difference is multiplied by a common factors of which is 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. And 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. And 15 plus 8 is equal to, or 15 plus 16 is equivalent to 31. And 31 plus 32 is equal to 63. So the appropriate terms for the number 3 is 31 and 63. Lastly, yes, Angelo. Yes, very good. So the missing terms for the last number is 11 and 35 because the multiple is difference of 2. Now let's check your answer. So you can observe that the number sequence is in increasing order. Therefore, we have the difference is multiplied by 2. So 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. 11 plus 6 is equivalent to 17. And 17 plus 8 is equal to 25. And 25 plus 10 is equal to 35. So therefore, the assumption satisfies the whole sequence or the number sequence. Therefore, the missing terms for this is 11 and 35. Good job, students! Based on your understanding, what are the different sets of numbers? Yes, Shin? Okay, very good. So the different sets of numbers are even numbers, odd numbers, multiple of a given whole numbers, the factors of a given numbers, the prime numbers, and the composite numbers. And those are the different sets of numbers that can help us look closely to the pattern on a given sequence. And for your evaluation, kindly get a clean sheet of paper and answer the following. I will just give you 5 minutes to do the quiz, and after that, pass it to me. Okay, time's up. Pass it to the front. Okay, thank you so much. And now for your assignment, kindly get your notebook and copy this one and pass it to me during our time. Okay, class? And that would be all for this session. Thank you for participating. Goodbye, class, and see you tomorrow.